Nobody plays the hits like this, brother.
You already know.
Yeah. Into the Midday Lounge with the Midday Love.
Oh, yeah.
Jackie Tramel and the Midday crew, Crystal and K. Rose.
Yep, that's my crew.
Man, we gotta change that up, man. Oh yeah, welcome back to the Midday Lounge, Global R&B 96.3, the real deal in digital radio. Man, it's been a long time. We shouldn't have left you without a dope beat to step to. We are back, baby, man, and we got one on deck, man. Come on, Coco.
Hey y'all, what's up? How y'all been doing? Jackie, what's up? What you been having going on? I know you've been
Man,
busy.
I got a kid in college now. It's a good thing, man. Shout out to my boy in college, man. We're gonna represent a little bit. So it's been a
Okay.
busy summer. It's been a busy summer.
Yeah,
But
yeah. I feel
it's
that. The kids out of school, you gotta
yeah.
parent, you gotta help them, everything. So I get it.
I gotta say it's been a surreal summer. I don't know. Do you got any kids that's out of the house or
No, I have a college student, but he's staying on campus. This is his last year. So he's staying on campus this year.
okay?
Yeah, he got his own little goals and plans going. So I'm just
So
supporting him.
man, look, I saw I cut. I got
Well, I'm
one.
sorry,
I
he's
got
staying off campus. He's staying home. So he's
he stay
staying
at home.
off. Yeah,
Okay,
he's
okay.
staying off campus.
So I got my daughter, she doing her thing, you know what I'm saying? But she didn't do the college route. She didn't do the college route, but she,
Okay.
making money, she doing her thing. I'm proud of her. So this is my first time actually taking my son or my child, taking a child to college, moving him in, all of that stuff. And I was like, yo, I thought I was ready for it. I
You
thought I
weren't
was ready
ready.
for it.
You weren't ready.
Slightly deep down inside, it kind of got to me. Then I walk into the rooms and stuff like that. My little dude ain't here no more, man. Daddy's little man. But
That's usually how it
that's
is. It didn't
that's
hit you
usually
till you actually helped them pack, huh? And
yeah,
unpack.
man.
Yeah.
We loaded up the trucks and we hoorah'd it out. I was like, dang, he really leaving me, man.
Yeah.
But it's all good, man. But you know what? Let's get back on it, man. We got a show today. We got a show today.
You ready?
Yeah, just talk to me. What we doing?
Well, you already know. Okay, so listen. Picture this: a woman, she just received $52,000 in back child support. Now she didn't get it from the baby daddy directly. Oh no,
Okay,
check it
okay.
out. So the government took it straight out of the life insurance settlement after his mom passed away.
Oh no. No, really? Like that? They did it like that? So hold on, let me get this together in my head. So the baby daddy, his mom passed away,
Yeah,
left him a little child support, right?
yeah.
Okay, and
So she
he did.
left him, the life insurance money.
So so the 52K was supposed to go to him, but it
Yeah.
surpassed him, went straight to the baby mama to pay off the rears.
Yes. And
Okay, y'all.
some folks they happy about it. They're like, look, that's what he
Uh,
gets. He should have been paying. He should have been paying up. And others are saying, hold on, not the mama's settlement money for it. Well, not the mama's life insurance money going to the child's mother, but
Man, you know what? Shout out. Kevin Hart said this.
Damn.
Damn. Good Lord. Whew. Okay, so let's talk about it. Y'all wanna chime in, y'all give y'all opinion on this, please hit the hotline 804-476-2306. So let's start off with the question, man. Like I gotta know, is it fair for the government to take the money from my man's? It's life insurance. It's her death benefit, her death statement that she's giving to her child. Was it right for the government to step in and say, we're gonna take this and we're gonna give it to the mom? What you thinking?
well, I feel like it's fair. Because
Really?
yes,
Okay.
absolutely. He should have been paying on time. I mean, this never would have happened if he was paying on time. I don't know how much the child support money was. I don't know how old the child is. Those are questions to ask, but he should have been paying on time. That's the consequence of not paying up at the time. It's like
Okay.
the kids deserve their money, especially if he's not in the household. That's why he's paying child support. He's not in the household. So support your children. You don't know how much the mother is paying up. How much is the
Okay.
money spending out? And she ain't getting, clearly she's not getting money from him. So yeah, it's absolutely fair.
So look, I'm with you. The kids deserve the money. I'm not even gonna knock you on that. I do think the government overstepped. That's my opinion.
Mm-mm.
Not saying that I don't think that she deserves the money, because I do think I want to make this clear, because I am a rebel. I think that's why I'm thinking like this. When I die, man, when I get out my job, I want to go live in the mountains to be a hermit. I don't want the government tied to me, no shape or form.
Mhm.
But I do think the mother deserved the money. But I don't like how the government stepped in, and before he even had, you know what? I don't want to say opportunity, because he had opportunity. I don't know his
Mhm.
backstory. Before he had the opportunity to even pay up his rears with the money that he got from child support, the government said, boom, they're going to take it. And I'm gonna say, I don't like how I don't think child support should be a garnishment from at least from from the life insurance. I do believe normally it is an income. It applies to the income. It comes to wages from taxes and all that other stuff. Maybe even unemployment. But from insurance, I was like, I don't know.
Mhm.
Is insurance really
He
considered
owed it.
income, or is it considered a gift or inheritance? I think that's my only thing
So
when
he's
I thought about this.
inheriting it, and then it
Okay,
went to her, and as it should have. So now it's
but
her inheritance for his
but is
back
that
child support
considered
that he was
income though,
back.
Coco?
It don't matter. He owed
Why?
it. He owed it. He
Okay,
owed it.
I
And
mean,
then we don't
I
even
get he
know
owed it.
no, we don't even know beforehand. We don't know if they tried to work out something. "Hey, look, can you just give me $500 for little John John a month?" And then he
Okay.
wasn't paying for a long period of time, and then she said, "Look, I'm about to put you on child support." And here he is still not paying, living his life, living it up. So
So let's answer this then. Now,
mhm,
so see, you talked about what could have been for her, but do we know what could have been for him? We know he could have been a bum on the street. He could have been homeless, and then how do we know? We don't know that. We don't know that background story. I'm adding on just because I'm trying to help my boy out.
mhm,
But
yeah, he don't need no help. What he need to do is go ahead and let it go and earn that $52,000 back another way. So let
oh
me
god,
ask you this, should
okay, come on.
children get their support no matter what? Like, no matter where the money comes from, or is it just dirty? Like, what happened to him? Like, what you feel? Like, okay,
You know what? I do think it don't really matter. The kids need to go ahead and be taken care of no matter what. I do believe that.
okay,
No matter, it don't matter if it's dirty money. I don't care if I'm a dope boy selling stuff. I'm gonna make sure my kids are taken care of. Do my
exactly,
kids really care where the money came from? No. Is it right? Maybe not. But long as the kid is taken care of, I'm all for it. So
right,
I'll say it like that. So I don't think that matters. I don't. I think that's an irrelevant question, kind
okay.
of, sort of. But I know some people might be like, no, I think the men in this case are going to fight for it. As far as like, nah, man, that's whack how the kids got the money, but I don't see a problem with it. Take care of them kids, baby. What
Yeah.
you thinking of?
I mean, I feel like it don't matter where the check come from, they just need to eat. Like, I don't think it's dirty because if it's overdue, it needs to be paid. So,
Yeah,
it's just
point blank
yeah.
period. That's so that nah. I think some of them guys might be tripping when it comes to that. At
Yeah.
least in my
Well, you
opinion.
have the guys and then you have the men. So the men that are out here paying their child support on time, they're not going through this. It's the guys that are being irresponsible and not taking care of their children and letting the mother do it all on their own. So that there's that.
Okay. So let me ask this before we hit the break. I gotta know, ladies. I need to hear from you on this one, but I definitely gotta hear from you, Coco. Ladies, would you want that 52K, even if it came from the mama's death money? Be for real now. Are you taking
Mhm.
this money?
Yes. Absolutely, yes, yes, pay, give it to me, yes. How look, direct deposit, yes. The money was for the child, so it's like I'm just getting paid back from what I spent on my children. So, I mean, I'm sending my condolences to the children's grandmother, you know.
Like, yes.
However, thank you
Rest
for
in peace.
allowing our children to be fed. So, yes, I'm taking it.
Whew. You know what? You know what? Let's bring it back after the break because I was sitting here thinking, like, some of this could have went to, we talked about assets and trust. We're gonna talk about that again. Global R&B 96.3. We be back in a second, man. Day, get money. What's the song from Biggie?
Get money.
F
What
Ni-
song? Wait.
F Negroes get money. Get
Oh.
money. Yeah. Yeah, they get money. Global R&B.
Hey y'all, welcome back. Global R&B 96.3. So before that break, we were talking about the child support situation with
hmm
this guy. He passed away. Well, I'm sorry, his mother passed away, and the child support money, the settlement money went to child support that he was behind on. So y'all tell
Yeah.
me what y'all think about this. I do have a question though for you, Jackie. If a
Okay.
man
Talk.
dies, should all his debts die with him, or should child support be the one debt that never dies?
Ooh, that's a good one. So look. So now, okay. I will hope that all his debts are wiped away.
Mm,
This is how I see it. I will hope that all his debts are wiped away. Only because, and I know some states are different. Some states got different things that go on, but credit card bills, medical bills, personal loans, all those stuff, none of that stuff are really wiped away. They like to say that it is, but I know because I have to deal with this. Some of the stuff ain't usually all the way wiped away. They want to say that usually they are not passed down to the kids, but usually it's not passed down to the kids or the family estate.
mhm.
But it's usually gonna go to the estate. No, it's going to go to the estate. So
Mhm.
even if it don't go directly to say me, it's gonna go down somewhere to the kid. They gonna get their money somehow, some way. So that's one of the reasons why. You know, remember we had the show back in the days, like back in the day when we did the child support, excuse me, the life insurance. I was like, look, get more than enough life insurance to cover all your bills, so that when you do pass,
Mhm.
that everything is covered.
Right.
Now, when it comes to the child support, nah, you know what? Me personally, and I guess this will go with age time. I do believe it's a timeout. I don't know. You tell me what you think. I know you probably be like, nah, get this money,
Yeah, because
but
I feel like child support never dies. So it's like your kids still have to grow, your kids still have to eat. So
yeah.
it's like, why should your responsibilities vanish just because you die? So
And that's why I say I think it should be a time limit on it. Now, this Negro 34, 35, and I die, nigga, I'm excuse me, Lord, FCC don't come for me. Don't come for me trying to talk about I need child support when you 44 years
okay, but
old and I
how
died at
far
88.
along could he have been if he was getting child support money at the time when he was a child? So that's
I
where it
know.
stems back to. Like,
And that's what I'm saying. I think it should be a cap on it. And now if by 18, 19, 20, maybe even 26,
so
I,
even
I,
if he
I
went, so let's say that the dad went the child's whole life without paying anything towards child support, you think when the child reaches 18, it's still like, F it, you still shouldn't get anything?
No, that's not what I said.
No,
I said
okay.
it should be a cap on it.
Okay.
I said I think while he's still a child, yes. Now when he's a grown man, say I'm 44 and
Mhm.
my pops died at 88. Do you think I want that child support? No, I really don't. Now, if he wants to turn into some kind of trust, then yeah.
Mhm.
But I don't care about child support when I'm 44 and I'm a grown man. But at
Right.
18, maybe throughout the tenure of college, I can see that being a thing. I was like, yeah, but I think maybe a cap would not be a big issue, but maybe because, like, for example, in the military, they would pay your all your health benefits and all that stuff for your child up until the age of 26.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I'm thinking like maybe a cap for that could be up to that time frame. But my worry is, even if that does not die, if they try to get the money from somewhere else, who does that fall back on? Does that fall back on my mom? I'll say I pass away. Does that fall back on my mother? She's still alive. Does she got to pay my child support because I died? Like, who
Mhm.
does that fall back on? That's my worry. That's why I say I don't know. It's a iffy subject for me. But if I'm
But
tripping,
it
you let me
sounds
know.
like he was like the beneficiary, of
Yeah,
yeah. So if he typically, if you're past due on something, that's what's going to happen. Like you said, you have to have enough set in place to cover everything for when you do pass away. And she probably, well, in this situation, she probably didn't know that her son was this far behind. So
yeah. Okay, so, but the question was if a man's died. So, for example, if I die, okay, I'm gonna use this as an example, so don't get twisted. All right. If me and you married, I mean we're not married, but I owe you got a child, we got a child together.
mhm.
I owe you money, but I died, but I still owe you child support,
Mhm.
right? Who pays the child support if I die? Like, where's this money coming from? If this debt is still there, that means my mom or my brother or my sister gotta pay my money that I owe,
Mhm.
not them. So that's why I say, is that a fair thing to do? In my opinion, I was like, I don't know. Like,
No,
where's the
that's
money coming from?
different. No. I mean,
You
I
know what
feel
I'm
like,
saying?
yeah, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I feel like that's different, but I don't think in this situation that's how it happened. But I understand what
Yeah,
you
yeah,
yeah, I understand what you're saying. No, that's unfair. But yeah, the other way around, it was just
yeah.
like
That makes sense to
he
me.
was yeah, I understand what you're saying in regards to that.
Yeah.
So
Yes, that's why I answered the question that way because when I heard the question, you said if the man dies, if a man dies, should his child support follow with him? I
mhm,
was like, yeah, I guess it's kind of an iffy situation, but that adds on the question now: is it still justice for the baby mama or whoever you? I don't like using the word baby mama for
mhm.
the kid, the mother of the kids, or is this punishment for the grandmother's death? Like, can we look at it either way?
I mean, I feel like grandma isn't being punished. She really don't clearly she doesn't care. She can't care because she's already 6 feet under, like I said,
R.I.P. Yes,
condolences to grandma. But I feel like she just carried the weight of her son's choices. And if he would have did right in life, then she wouldn't even be in it. That money would have went directly to him and not to the child's
you're right.
mother. Because
She
once
had to
again,
custody.
it was just like, okay, she must have left him as the beneficiary and he was
Hmm.
the one that was left with the money. But of course the government sees that. They see your social security is attached and you owe
Hmm.
back child support. So, okay, we're going to send this to that back child support. And it's really wiping away his debt. So he should be grateful.
Should be.
So,
Because at the end of the day, the grandmother had great intentions
Yeah.
on making sure that her family had some kind of legacy, some kind of family legacy. She had
Mhm.
great intentions,
Yeah.
but her seed messed that
It
one up.
messed
You
up,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
it didn't make the right choices, so that's that on that.
So for the masses, and I want to hear from y'all on this one, 804-476-2306. Does this situation send a message to young men? And I definitely want to hear from you, Coco, because you got sons, I got sons. You know what I'm saying? Does this situation send a message to the young men to take care of their kids, or the state will take it from you? Like, is this a good message for the kids to
Yeah.
understand, like young men to understand? Like, what message would you tell your kids? Because I like to use this as I tell my son in college now. I have all kind of conversation with him.
Yeah.
So if you used to have the conversation with your son in this kind of situation, not God forbid this happens, what kind of message would you give to him?
Wrap it up first and foremost,
Facts.
wait until you're married to have children, and even when you're married to that person, wait a few years to have children to see if you still want this person to carry your child. And that goes both ways because people change in relationships. And I know I said this in the past, like what you want at 26 isn't what you want at 36, but still a
Yeah,
lot of people's characters over time they change. However, in regards to being a mother, you still know what mother you're choosing for your children. And you still know what father you're choosing for your children because you got to pay attention to those red flags. So my advice would be wait until you're married, wait until you find somebody, that is a great mother for your children and is
yes,
a
Lord.
great person to you. So that's
Man,
my
yeah,
take on
man.
it.
Yeah, man. Listen, we gonna be back after this break. 804-476-2306. Tell me what y'all want to hear, man. Listen, that was a great, great, great segment. That was great information. I
Definitely.
think, I just like when stuff come together, man.
Right.
Like little by little, everything's for the community. We be back in a second. Global R&B 96.3. We still got entertainment news as well as world news and the game of the day. Global R&B.